For a wider view of Kevin McCarthy, I invite you to check out my previously posted videos, which can be found in the playlist shown in this video's description. The House Speaker wannabe needs to deal with October since it is looking like this will be a critical month in the political landscape, and he would love nothing more than to see the Democrats disagree to a point where their plans collapse and nothing gets done. Unfortunately for Kevin, the main planetary transit he is dealing with this month is an almost exact conjunction of Saturn over his Sun, and given that this planet demands discipline, and Kevin tends to display little or none of that, the October station in those degrees is extremely unlikely to coincide with anything other than a hard time. You would think Jupiter going through his Sun sign would have been kinder to this guy, but when we assess 2021, he's in the minority and is therefore reduced to casting aspersions in Nancy's direction, even while he is almost certain to be implicated in the January 6th committee investigations. My guess is he would rather not be serving Trump's agenda so closely if he didn't have to, but the problem is he does have to, because the numbers the base is emitting do not permit any other approach. Being hemmed in and restricted is certainly the way Saturn plays, especially when you are as unskillful as this guy is. It's remarkable that this is the best the GOP can put forth as a potential speaker, since he simply isn't very good at speaking. Under different circumstances, transiting Uranus squaring his midheaven degrees might concur with a shaking up of his stagnant career prospects, but as it is, it mostly points to his separation from meaningful power. It's also revealing that his progressed Moon and Venus currently form a T-square with his natal Mars, an alignment that is not helpful to his objectives, and even less so when you observe that the progressed Moon is due to close in on the square to progressed Venus during October, reaching exact on November 3rd, and then traveling void of course until early December. This is a classic going nowhere cycle. The bottom line is that this guy's October chart situation cannot be considered an asset for favorable GOP outcomes. Alone on a stationary Saturn conjunction over your Sun, with a natal Saturn that makes a tight square to the Moon, and what you've got is a whole lot of suffering. Well, too bad. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy.